Here's a fun fact that I bet you didn't know about potato chips. Meet George Crumb. If you haven't guessed it by now, he is the person who actually invented potato chips. A quick rundown on George is that he was born in 1822 to an African American father and a Native American mom. Fast forward to 1853, George was a chef working at a resort, and he worked alongside his sister, Kate. Well, one day this customer was being real difficult with his food. Like, he ordered the potato, then he wanted it cut thinner, and then thinner. He was like, it's too thick. So long story short, George got frustrated and just sent the potato to the back. Well, Kate by mistake cut a little thin piece of the potato and it fell in the grease. And then George came back there and took it out the grease, let it cool, and he tasted it. He was like, wait, this kind of good and crunchy, but it's good. From there, it became something signature that George offered, and it was called the Saratoga chips that was in his city or his town. In 1860, he ended up opening his own restaurant, and chips was a signature thing that was offered at every single table. Later, the name was changed to crumb chips, and it was actually a delicacy for the elite up until the 1920s, until, you guessed it, Herman Lay's came into the picture. So Mr. Lay's decided that he wanted to bring the chips idea down south and that he could just mass produce it. Well, the mass production and worldwide distribution of potato chips from Mr. Lay's kind of overshadowed Mr. Crumb. So the next time you have potato chips, remember that it was invented by a black man. This was a fun fact to share because, as you guys know, I make custom chips just like this one here. So it's pretty interesting to see that one of the favorite chips that the customers get is the Lay's potato chips. It's interesting that it was made by a black man, y'all. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk?